Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It is me, Lasty, here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FIFA 23 Ultimate Team Road to Glory, episode number 226. Hope you're doing all right. Chilling out, relaxing. It's the day of rest, of course. So, yeah, I hope you're having a nice, peaceful one. If you do enjoy today, do me a favor as I click my chair arms in place and hit me with a thumbs up. I'd absolutely love to see 1 to 2,000. Actually, let's just go for 2,000 today. All right. We're normally supportive on the Sundays, so if you can help support the channel, that would be brilliant just by hitting a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe if you are new to my channel. So, Today, we need to get stuck into some, I need to actually qualify for Weekend League. So I know that I was getting a little bit ahead on videos because going away to Fleetwood, as you're watching this, we probably just kicked off away at Fleetwood. So I'm 5 or 6 hours away from home. But yes, we will endeavour to get the Weekend League stuff done for you in the next couple of days so you can see what reds I get from Prem Tots. But for now, I'm still unlocking XP, unlocking packs, and I need to qualify for the Weekend League. So I hope you enjoy nonetheless. You know, for today, we've got a 94 Torres in our squad, alongside a couple of new players in the back end of our club, in the goalkeeper and the right back position. Actually going to play Gertruida in that right back spot as opposed to a centre back, because I realised that, like Zambrotta and stuff, Zambrotta's like 89 or 90 pace. Well, so's Gertruida. Is that the name of the guy that I was just saying? Yeah. So he can play as a right back. I don't see why he can't. He's not going to be the best going forward, but I've got Ashley Cole on the other side, which is the one that pushes up. My right back kind of stays back and almost acts like another centre back in defensive situations. So, yeah, it took me a little bit of time to get going in this match right here. I went 1-0 down. I thought, uh-oh. This was going to be... So this right here was one of those... pretty sure it was one of those super sweats that have just started a brand new account for Team of the Season and won't quit a single game because they might potentially get the win with their little regular Jude Bellingham and all of the objective cards. You know, I'm not going to lie, it does sound like quite a lot of fun, and props to them for grinding it out, but it must be so demoralising when you've got like that sort of starter but half decent squad at the start of TOTS if you've just started a brand new account, versus the people like me that are still rocking their mega squad that they've been working towards for 6 months or whatnot. So yeah, props to you, but I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't think I would do very well at that. As much as I would quite like to start a brand new account and stuff, the actual playing part doesn't appeal to me. Getting the players and unlocking them via squad battles and just random packing and stuff like that would be brilliant. And it'd be cool to see how good of a team you can build quite quickly, because you definitely can. But at the same time, facing up against Mbappe and Jarzinho, like what I'm using right here constantly, must be awful for the motivation. But anyway, Torres gets a goal for us right there, little header into the near post, and then he gets another goal right here. 11 minutes on the clock. This guy's obviously a Bateson fan with the entire Bateson stadium and badge and merch and all of that stuff. So GG's to you. I'm sure you're probably someone that watches a lot of FIFA YouTube, so appreciate you. But 2 wins out of 2 for me. Going into game number 3, and look at this squad that I match. Oh my days. Really, really, really top-end team with Red Rodrigo. And he was a superb player, I'll be honest. Like, he was just better than me. And as it makes me happy to see someone like that with a clearly mega squad get someone like Red Rodrigo, because I'm sure he probably got a decent amount of wins in the Weekend League. And at that point, you kind of deserve to get the good red picks. Only thing I didn't like about him was hitting me with the celebration when he knew I was going to quit. But hey, I'm sure that was all in the name of FIFA fun toxicity. But we'll let him off. Good. GG's, and what a team. So I've lost one already, which means the 10-0 is not on, which means I will now purely be going for the 6 wins. 1-0 up against this fella right here. Torres is able to just slide on by, and I mean, how that defender on the line has not managed to somehow get to that, I will never know, but he quits at 2-0. So we're back onto winning ways. 3 wins, 1 loss. I take it. So we should be on track to at least get in the weekend league. Even though all of these matches, despite getting quits quite early in some of them, felt more difficult than usual. Felt sweatier than usual. Like this guy right here had regular Ronaldo, and then Nketiah and Bamford up front. And Nketiah was just so difficult to deal with, and so was CR7. And I was like, why is this? What's happened? Am I getting in my head about how difficult Prem Tots Weekend League and Foot Champions in general is going to be? I think maybe I am. So I need to play that with a lot of caution and just a lot of chill. Because no doubt the servers are going to feel worse than ever. The people are going to be sweatier than ever. All because we want, a red Haaland who's got crazy stats. Or whatever it may be. A 5-star skill, Sadio Mane. Mohamed Salah. I was thinking of the old other Liverpool winger. But yeah, 2-2 against this guy, sending it into extra time. I completely fluffed up and gifted him a goal, which annoyed the hell out of me because, well, now I have to go into extra time and beat him. But the Super Sub of Dreams, Diaby comes on and does just what he does. Performs incredibly well, scores goals. I get gifted a penalty there as well, so I'm 4-2 up. Looking like we're going to come away with a victory here. And then look at this from Joelinton. Oh, I don't know how hard he hit that shot, and I can't even find out in the replay because for some reason the names weren't showing above players' heads for me in this little session, and all of the stats that should be popping up there weren't popping up. So I had a bit of a visual glitch and bug throughout this entire little game session. As you can see, there's no player names above the heads, which there should be. So that threw me off for a little bit. But I guess you just kind of get used to it. But yeah, we get the dub in extra time. GG's to that guy. That was not the easiest of games at all. But there's 4 wins, so at least we will, if we lose every other game, be in Prem Tots Weekend League. Next opponent has 92 Araujo and 95 Maldini, as well as that Alexis and Eusebio and Payet, actually, someone that didn't take the pack but took Payet instead. And I could just tell right off the start that this guy was going to be too much. And with the pressure being off, knowing that at least I'll be in the weekend league, doesn't really bother me that much to hit a couple of quits. I then got some really dodgy lag in the next game, and it looked like another sweat, so I quit at 1-0 in that one, which left me a little bit short of games to get 2 more wins. So I needed to fix up a little bit. It's not looking like it's going well, though, is it? Because I go 1-0 down. I think I battered this guy for 16 minutes, and then he ran down the other end and scored. But then, hey, he managed to get another one on me, so fair play. And at 2-0, I'm going to quit that one as well. So I've now left it to the final 2 games to get up to 6 wins. And I match up against Prime Hullet, a 5-back. Not the greatest of team, though. Like it didn't worry me too much seeing that. But he did stay in that 5-back, which surprised me. I'll be honest, because I just wouldn't have expected it. I nearly paused and quit there because that's the same goal that I've been conceding all day long. Excuse me. I'm going to have a little sip of coffee, by the way. Lasty's famous iced mocha is just up there as one of the best beverages ever. Even if I say so myself. But yeah, going 1-0 down here didn't really make too much of a difference because actually quite quickly we turned it around. 32 minutes on the clock, I'm 3-1 up. Pretty much the next attack, I get a penalty. So yeah, we're going to get a little bit too far away from this guy right here. Zizou steps up and I just Panenka him down the middle. Quite a powerful Panenka. It nearly went over the bar, but we'll take it. And I'm 4-1 up at half time. So it's pretty much going to come down to the final game. This guy ends up quitting at half time as well. So, yeah, we'll move on to that final game, and I either get it and I get the 6 wins, or I bottle it and only get 25 points, which is just the regular amount of wins, and I could have stopped at 4. But we'll see. Anyway, Mbappe knocks one over to Fernando Torres, who has not felt as good. The servers felt terrible whilst I was playing these, by the way. And I think that's how it's going to feel for the weekend. So I could take this quite literally as like how I think things were going to feel during this weekend league. And I tell you what, Torres didn't feel as good to me today as he did in the online friendlies the other day. Mbappe also wasn't like the be-all and end-all for me. So I'm thinking there's a couple of players there that might not actually make the cut for my final weekend league squad. I don't want to go making like too many changes because it's a tough weekend league, and I probably should use like what I know. But that was the first time really today that I felt like regular Mbappe just didn't quite feel like he was as good as a lot of the other players. And I hope we do get to that point where, people stop using the gold cards and move on to the quirky TOTS cards and stuff like that. But yeah, there was a few players that I didn't really love. I really like Gertrude as a right back, by the way. Gertrude, whatever we're going to call him. Ashley Cole does push up far too far, but he's helpful in that position. It just leaves me a little bit exposed at the back. We can get over that, though. Thuram, probably won't be using him this weekend. Bored of him. Don't think he performs that great. Pogba, I'm a bit bored of as well. Nearly 600 games on him. Mbappe, like I said, if possible, I won't use him. But he is great for chemistry to Ramos. And then just didn't feel like Torres was 800 odd K's worth. Like, I might as well just use Eto'o that I've already got in the club, or Drogba. Like, very similar players. He's actually a really kind of in between like an Eto'o and a Drogba, the way that he's pacey but physical, but 5-star, weak foot, 4-star skills. That's a good way for me to describe that Torres, actually. Decent for the price, but not really when it's all of your coins like it is for me. So I woke up the next day and he had sold for 820k. What is that? Losing a little bit on tax there. He literally yo-yos between about 840 and about 800. So I took the middle ground, and he did sell overnight. I also claimed back a cart of Vickers that we had discarded earlier in the week, and I managed to get some quick sell recovery back. So we've gone ahead and got him there. And then it's time for me to complete an 85x5 so that I've got one of those to open for what will be the start of my Prem Tots journey with you lot tomorrow. Apologies for that. It is just a case of being away for the weekend. I had to get ahead on videos, but I'm sure there's plenty of good Prem Tots content out there, and we will enjoy it throughout the week as well, no doubt. So this, as well as the rewards that we've just got from getting into the weekend league and the marquee matchups that I'm now going to do, will be the packs that I store up for the start of Prem Tots. We go out and buy Isaac. I decided that with the amount of Newcastle players that are going to be in Prem Tots, this card might fly. I don't know. It's already flown up, hasn't it? Let's face it. You could have got him for 200 and something a little while ago. He's now 420k. It's made me not want to buy the card, but he really does seem like my sort of player, and I want to get Joelinton into the squad, and I want to get like the ASM SBC if it's of good value and stuff. You guys might know a bit more about that. And then also the likes of like Trippier and Bruno G. If I could pack any of them and get them in the squad, obviously that would be brilliant. So yeah, that's sort of the plan. Is probably going to end up going down a little bit of a Newcastle route with my squad. And if it doesn't come to fruition like that, then maybe we can sell Isaac if he goes up even more, or cut our losses if he goes down quite a bit. Or maybe just use him in the weekend league or slightly off chemistry and try and enjoy him, right? So marquee matchups. What I did was a bunch of smelting. So I actually got back down to, I think I was at like 430 something K. I spent 30 something K to get down to 400k, and then on bronze packs, did the smelting, and then with the 11 gold players packs that the 7 of those that you get to open, I did marquee matchups with it rather than getting like the trophy upgrade packs done, because I had no golds to do marquee matchups. I needed that XP because I want that 83x15 for you for Prem Tots, of course. I'm not going to take the level 15 Caicedo. Going to get that pack instead. So this is the sort of thing that I'm thinking maybe we could use for our weekend league, obviously with an upgraded ASM, with an upgraded Trippier, and either Declan Rice in midfield or somebody else that works. Would be really quite cool. And then obviously Joelinton wouldn't play as a striker. He'd play as one of the 3 in midfield, and we'd let Isaac ASM and Jarzinho do the work. Could be fun. Anyway, we'll see if we can make that happen. We'll see what's out and what's what when I'm back from Fleetwood. Have a great day, everyone. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up on the video. I'm looking to get 2,000 likes, and I think you can make that happen. So cheers. Subscribe as well to the channel if you're new. Thank you, and follow me on social media. The links are down below. Have a great day. Take it easy. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I'll be back again tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you then. Peace.